All right.
Come on. Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
It looks like we are live.
Oh, we are live.
What's up, everybody?
Oh man. All right. So we're just gonna re-roll. We're just gonna re-roll our characters. We're gonna re-roll on life here.
We're gonna re-roll that whole
yeah,
thing.
Yeah. We're not even gonna mess around. All right. So once again, welcome to the Power Up, everybody. Hopefully we don't have any echo. I am your host tonight, Alex Dupong, and I'm once again joined by the one and only Mr. Nicholas Kramer.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to the Power Up, where not even foreskin can keep you from getting to the next level. That's right, circumcision takes right care of that noise. If you're just tuning in, we're going to get right into the fray. Mr. Kit
Right
Kat,
now.
he is so angry, he just wants to get into the fray.
Blah, blah.
We're going to introduce a new segment based off of an old one that we had in our previous podcast called The Court of Combat. Now, basically, this segment takes an idea that we had from the previous where we pit weapons of war in the video game world against each other. For example, bomb versus a plasma grenade, and lightsaber versus an energy sword, things like that.
Yeah.
Our topic today, though, is none other than the Battle of the Mechs. That is correct.
You ready for this?
So, the Battle of the Mechs is, of course, the Mantis from Halo 4 versus the Strider-class armor from Titanfall. So, we are going to then kick it over to Nicholas Kramer on the court cam and put on your gavels, turn off Judge Judy, because we're about to get into the Court of Combat, everybody. Nicholas Kramer, you have the floor. Your argument is for
The Mantis, the most badass mech vehicle weapon of all time. Let me lay it on the line here for you guys. This thing is the best weapon of all time for two reasons, and they're right here. They got two guns, and one of them is a rocket, and one of them is a machine gun, and they both never run out of ammo. And this is my opening argument for why this mech is the best mech. Because all of the Titanfall mechs, they have 6 weapons available to them, and none of those weapons have infinite ammo, except for one of them. But that one shoots out lightning bolts, and it's kind of dumb. So anyway, as far as ammo goes, I mean, what do you need to make your mech hurt somebody? You need guns on your mech. Just a mech walking around, that's also called like a servant robot. That's C-3PO. That brings you your lunch. If it doesn't have guns on it, it's not a mech made for war, and this puppy is built for it. The 2 guns that never run out of ammo, that's a big deal, because you can never run out of a fight, unless you finish the fight. So, that's my opening argument, my opening case for the Mantis, also known as the Hunting Yggdrasil Mark 9 Mantis Armor Defense System from Halo 4.
All right.
Yes. Adjourned.
All right,
Court
strong words.
All right,
strong words from a strong man, but not necessarily a strong robot. Here to counter question your witness is yours truly, Mr. Alex Dupong. Now, I'm going to pass it over to Nick. Now, Nicholas, if you would, kindly take the driver's seat. I would like to take the court floor.
All right, well, just be careful, because this shit will kill you.
I'm ready.
All right.
No, you
I'm going to go.
did grab a seat.
All right, I'm over here now. I call Alex Dupont to the stand.
Honorable men and women, the jury, this courtroom. I'm here to counter question this lovely piece of mechanical machinery you see before you. Now, Mr. Kramer,
Yes?
is it true? Have you ever heard of a weapon called the Type 25 Directed Energy Pistol?
Why, yes I have, good sir.
Regarded by most as one of the most useless weapons in the Halo game, would you agree?
I would agree.
Well then, can you tell me, sir, that why is it a gun as useless as that can disable and otherwise take out of commission your vehicle for such a time as 2 to 3 seconds?
I guess to answer that, sir, I would say that not all armor defense systems are completely immune to all incoming fire, and 2 to 3 seconds may seem like a long time in combat, but considering the size of the vehicle, I would say that it its sheer mass kind of gives it some staying power when it comes to somebody trying to sneak up on it.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Interesting statement. I have another question for you. Talking about the mass of this object, I'd like to bring into regard the Mantis's speed. It's a rather slow-moving vehicle with not so much fast move. Oh, sorry. It's a very slow-moving vehicle, and with so many fast, more mobile vehicles on the battlefield, why should we even bother with such a cumbersome beast?
Well, sir, I would counter with that there's 3 types of Titans, and the one that you've chosen to defend happens to be the one that just happens to be a little bit faster than the Mantis itself. It's the Strider, and
objection, objection! I was not bringing into question my client. I was bringing into question your client. Why would I want to bring such a slow Mantis onto the battlefield with things like ghosts and specters around?
Because the Mantis's firepower is plenty to make up for its lack of speed. It can blow away any other vehicle with its rockets really easily.
All right. Yes. Let's bring into debate these weapons and infinite ammo that you refer to. Please, can you tell me the benefits of an overheating Gatling gun and a slow reloading time on rocket pod magazines?
Actually, occasionally when you're reloading the rocket pod, there's actually a glitch in the system that allows you to reload instantaneously. Also, the Gatling gun's accuracy is much, much better if you do it in 2 to 3 second bursts, and only an utter noob is going to overheat it in combat.
Noob indeed. The Mantis also comes equipped with the Stomp ability. Can you defend the need for such a mechanical addition, especially at the loss of mobility once this ability is deployed?
Because of the negative amount of mobility that this unit has, it's very feasible that some enemies may be sneaking up on it even rather closely. And rather than expend the infinite ammunition that it has, it can expend its infinite foot ammunition by stomping the enemies into the ground right before it.
And lastly, can you please defend for your client the slow recharge rate, which is more than that of a Spartan's own personal shields, a 33% slower rate to be exact. And on top of that, plus the fact that any Spartan on the battlefield can be toting this directed energy pistol, why in fact is your machine so vulnerable to a single military soldier disabling it?
Well, I'd like to say that although the shield recharges very slowly, it is very, very powerful. It can withstand more than one direct Spartan laser blast if you target this Mantis at a full health of shield. So the shield may take a long time to recharge, but that's just because there's so darn much shield to carry around with that robot. Additionally, the plasma pistol, it does take advantage of a weakness in the electromagnetic nature of the Spartan, of the Mantis's shield. But one thing I'd also like to mention about the Mantis's shield is that the Mantis shield is completely separate from the Spartan's armor, whereas every other vehicle in Halo, your shield is actually directly derived from your character's shield. So if you hop into a vehicle with half shield, your vehicle is going to have half shield as well. Not so with the Mantis. The Mantis has a full shield on its own, no matter what your status is when you hop into it.
And my closing statement for you, the court, and for my client's defendant here, what is your case for when an enemy trooper tries to commandeer this vessel? The floor is yours.
Well, sir, I'd just like to make a note that the Mantis has only one weak spot, and it's from the backside of the vehicle, whereas every Titan model I've read about has 2 to 3 weak spots on its body that can be taken advantage of in the exact same way that the Mantis can.
Right.
Does the defense rest?
The defense rests.
All right.
What's up? We're back. All right. So, passing the court back to Mr. Kramer. Mr. Kramer, do you have anything to ask your own client? Anything that you wish to talk about?
Absolutely. All right. First of all, when it comes to deployment, I would like to ask my client, how long does it take for your average mantis to spawn into battle?
Well, I believe it's instantaneous.
It's instantaneous, isn't it? It shows up right away when you start the map. As long as there's a mantis on the map, there you have it, ready and waiting for you, and you can jump in right away. Not so with the Titans. Everybody knows that Titanfall is all about the Titans being manufactured in outer space and being dropped onto the planet when they are ready. But when are you going to be ready? When you're in the heat of combat and you need a mech right now. Well, the Mantis is going to be ready. It's going to be there for you. So I just like to point that out as being a major convenience, and convenience is king in this realm of combat, especially when it comes to targeting your enemies with the amount of firepower that you need to control the battlefield at the right time.
All right.
Yeah. Next, I'd like to point out I want to talk about the weaknesses of this vehicle because there aren't very many of them. When I said before, as my client was being questioned about the weaknesses, it can only be attacked from the back. All right? Now, we also mentioned the stomping ability that the unit has to keep infantry and personnel away from its base. So, when it comes to keeping people away, what exactly does it need to do? How would it defend itself in that situation? And am I asking you these questions, or am I asking myself these questions?
I don't know.
See, I think we need a judge, so the chat can help out. Anyway, I'd like to just point out that it only has one weak point. If you sneak up behind it with a Spartan, if you're in personnel mode, you can jump on the back and you can grenade it. All right. But since it has the stomping ability, you need to be pretty lucky not to get stomped on when you're trying to sneak up on it. Now, if you can directly get behind it, it does have a slow turning speed, but it makes up for that by being able to blast away anything that's getting close to it. So as long as you stay vigilant, you shouldn't have any problems. Let's see here. Also, I'd like to note that as far as stability goes, this unit literally cannot be flipped over. It is completely solid. It's stuck to the ground. No matter how much firepower you throw at it, it's never going to lose balance or get thrown off track. It's actually impossible in the game to flip it over. You can even try to do it in forge mode, it won't happen. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm just bragging here, so I don't know what else to say other than this mech is awesome and unbeatable.
I would like to question your client one last time. I had a brilliant associate in the chat bring up a very good point that I would like to address to you right now.
What is it?
Can you tell me what the respawn time of a mantis is after it's been destroyed?
The respawn time is an average of 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Why does that sound familiar? Defense.
I don't know.
Prosecutor guy. Yeah. It sounds familiar because 2 minutes is how long it takes for a Titan to be spawned and built and dropped to Earth.
2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven.
So I would like to contend that on that point, both units have the same advantage.
All right. Do you have any closing statements you would like to add before we conclude this session of Court of Combat? Now, bear in mind, this is not your closing statement, just something that you want to feed the listeners to satisfy them for another couple of episodes.
I would just like to point out that in combat situations in the Halo universe, this is one of the most sought-after weapons to control the battlefield. And we all know that the Titans are important in their battles as well, but when it comes to the abilities of the characters, I would contend that the Mantis has a much better chance against your average person than the Titans do. Because the Titans can be brought down by people in many different ways, getting at them from the different angles and entrance avenues or vertexes. You have different weapons that are specially trained to take them down, which you do as the Mantis as well, but the Mantis has the really heavy shield that can defend against them. So I would say, when it comes to taking into question their slowness, they make up for it with the unlimited firepower. If you use it wisely, you'll be fine.
All right. So you can come sit down now.
All right.
That would conclude session 1 of the Court of Combat, you guys. So basically now next week, yours truly will be defending the Strider. I will be presenting my case as to why I think the Strider would win in this matchup And then Nick will obviously be counter-interrogating. That's my water.
Can I have my water? It's right on the computer there.
He will be counter-interrogating my witness, and then we'll be going from there. And then in a couple of weeks, no, actually we'll be able to conclude it then. And then we will be doing our closing statements that segment.
Okay.
As of right now, how do you guys feel about the segment? How do you guys feel? Kind of looks like some of you are sort of torn as to which way you're sitting. A lot of good points pro Mantis, con Mantis. A lot of good points pro Strider, con Strider. Now remember, in Titanfall, I'm only going to be defending the Strider because I believe like weight and build wise, that's the closest combatant to the Mantis.
Fair enough. They'd be about the same weight class, I'd say.
Because there is the Ogre. I threw the Ogre out because that's a burn card for the most part, so that's not even a common mech that most people get. Mm-hmm. And then there's the Atlas, which is the primary body, but that is a much heavier, more Gundam tank style mech, and that's just too much. I mean, it'd be able to gobble up the Mantis and crap it out.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hard to say.
I will defend the Mantis to the death, sir.
To the death.
They're paying me a lot of money for this. The UNSC has got cash.
They got it.
Yeah.
Money in the bank, son. Money in the bank. Yep. Okay, so that was, like we said, the Court of Combat.
Case closed for now.
Let us know. Dun, dun, dun. Case closed for now. Now we're going to kick it into what I like to call the League of the Week.
League of the Week!
I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's like this new thing we're doing.
It's brand new.
It's brand new since like the first week.
We've only done it 7 times before.
Well, we have been missing out because of our Let's Play. So today's League of the Week.
That was fun though, right?
Really
was
fun.
that not fun?
Did any of you guys actually tune in to watch the Let's Play?
It was good times.
Maybe?
It's on YouTube if you want to check it out.
It's pretty sweet, and we'll be doing it again this month. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a monthly occurrence now, as we're going to be doing a couple of these boring shows at the beginning of the month. And then when you guys are good and sick of us, then you get to listen to us while we play some really awesome games.
Only if you're good though.
Yeah, and eat all of your green
Only if you're good.
Yeah. So, also, that being said, if a lot of you guys are interested in either picking some games for the Let's Play or joining us in said Let's Play, we're down for all that. So what we're currently doing in the Let's Play, I guess we'll just do a plug for it real quick.
Yeah.
What we're currently doing in the Let's Play is we are doing hardcore characters in Diablo 3. And all characters welcome. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to Diabs, man. We're going all the way to the top. Started from the bottom, now we here, right? Mm-hmm. So if you guys, we're not gonna give away any spoilers from the Let's Play. But what I would like to do is, since the party max is only 4 characters, I'm completely willing that if or when one of us dies, anyone else who's interested with a hardcore, now remember it's got to be a hardcore character, at the current level that we are at, is totally welcome to jump in our party. So I would like to always keep 4 guys playing at all time, and we're just gonna see. We're gonna see how long we can go.
Mm-hmm.
It's till the last official man standing.
Halo 4 Let's Play, that'd be good too.
That would be dope.
We have to finish Diablo, though, correct?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and we have to figure out how to stream via consoles.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
We'll have to figure that out. We'll probably won't be too hard, but nice call there. I would totally be down getting a big old crew of Halo 4, and I know a lot of you guys dig the Halo 4, well, just the Halos in general. So, man, if only we did like a debate or something about like a machine that was in that game. Man, we should do that sometime.
We should. Maybe next week.
I've never even heard of that game, Halo. I hear it's pretty good though.
Maybe next week.
Anyway, we gotta jump back to the League of the Week. We got a little distracted. So yes, the League of the Week. A couple weeks ago was Star Fox, and now this previous week was
ESPN NFL 2K5.
That's 2K5. Yep. So going back, the NFL 2K5 footage, since it's so long, we're
the
still
game took a really long time.
We had a lot of leagues. Yeah, we had a lot of leagues that were running in the 2+ hours.
It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, so we are kind of struggling with YouTube upload maxes and rendering.
It's just a lot of video to handle.
It's going to be a lot of video. So sadly, the video is not done yet, but we will just go ahead and give the League of the Week to Brotherhood, I did.
For Madden. Yeah.
Yep, I did get to see the footage.
Not Madden.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I did get to see the
ESPN.
footage, and for the ESPN 2K5, the League of the Week goes to Brotherhood. Sorry, we don't have any footage or anything like that. Here, we'll just put
I
this
remember
up.
it. It was good.
It's the Brotherhood. They're on here. They're the four swords right there. It was just an awesome display. A lot of good sportsmanship.
Can I talk about a moment that happened?
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
All right. So I actually don't remember who was playing at the time. I think it was. Well, it was definitely X Factor because he pretty much played the whole time. That's why he won. But I think it was him versus Wingo 5. And there was a fumble, and the ball bounced off of 3 different players.
Oh.
And then someone intercepted it, and then he ran it back. It was insane. I can't wait to see that in the YouTube video.
That's cool.
It was crazy. It looked like so dumb. Like the physics are all screwed up. The ball was just like pinballing between players, and then some dude was like, "What the hell? I got it!" And then he just ran. It was awesome. So that was good times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yeah. So not all of the footage might make it onto YouTube just because of the size and stuff, but bear in mind that all of it's going to be saved and will definitely be ending up in the best of 2014 videos for the league, and then if it was worthy enough for the season. So fear not. We're going to try to get through it. Like I said, our biggest hurdle is the rendering time and just the mad duration. We can't put a video that huge on YouTube. Plus,
we don't have enough supercomputers.
No offense to that. Like, I just don't know who's got a couple hours to spend watching it.
Yeah,
so,
it's kind of a commitment.
It's a little long all around. So we're just going to try our best to do what we can with that. But backing this time capsule up to a week before ESPN, we played a little game on the 64. Don't know if you guys know about it. Star Fox.
Dual barrel roll.
Yeah, which is actually... We aren't going to get into that, but it's not actually a barrel roll. But it is a coin phrase nonetheless, so damn it, we're going to do a barrel roll.
I like calling it a barrel roll.
It's a barrel roll, for the sake of not arguing.
All right, so who won?
So, without further ado, the suspense is killing all of us. The win goes to Mr. Vault Dweller League.
Yay!
Yeah.
Now, this match was super intense. You got to head over to YouTube and check it out because... Okay, it was like the longest match of any of them because they were all flying so well. And they displayed like just so much skill because it took forever for any of them to die. And it wasn't because they weren't good, it was because they were expert dogfighters, all of them, through and through. So congratulations to the Vault Dwellers League for League of the Week 2 weeks ago. And also congratulations to Kula Limpa for taking it that round.
Yeah, I checked. Second win of the season. That league is ridiculously close.
As far as wins go and stuff.
Wins go, that and closely followed by Blue Pirates. So both of the newer leagues, younger, I guess however you want to call it, both of them very evenly matched all the way around. I'm going to be kind of sad when a couple of those gamers have to go home. Luckily, none of them are going to have to go home at the end of the season. They all are averaging at least one win, which means if you got to win, you got a chance in the semifinals. That's the rule. You have to have at least one win, and then after that, you can play in the semifinals. It's up to you then to try to make it to the finals. But unfortunately, the way things are sitting in a league like that, one of those champions is for sure going on to the Gamer Gauntlet, and the others are going to have to eventually compete and eliminate someone.
It's going to be the semifinals are going to be insane.
We have a lot of.
I've been saying it all season. It's going to be crazy.
But like as I'm seeing the season progress and as it's getting closer, I mean we're already on week 8, you guys. We have 12 games total. I'm too drunk to do the math, but that's less than half. I can do that. In my brain head. Yeah, that's less than half. We're over the halfway point now, and it's getting to the point where you're going to start being able to see in which league the champion is. Who's going to the Gamer Gauntlet, and then we get to look at the wild cards, the dark horses, the guys that are, just doing amazing this season, but, aren't the champion. They're going to have to duke it out in the semifinals. The semifinals alone are going to give some of us a heart palpitation, yours included.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's not even supposed to be the most suspenseful event of the season. The most epic, adrenaline-pumping one's supposed to be the championship. So that being said, big shout out to the Vault Dwellers. I believe this is their second or third nomination for the League of the Week. So They had a slow start at the beginning of the season. I know a couple of them were like, "Did we get it? Did we get the league? Did we get the league of the week?" And I was like, "No, man, just because everyone else was so much higher." And they came back with a vengeance. Vault Dwellers with a vengeance. Electric Boogaloo Part 2. the revengeance of the Vault Dwellers. Yeah.
The Reckoning.
The Reckoning. Yeah, so that being said, we have a little bit of time left at the end of the segment. Congratulations. Oh, some shout-outs, honorable mentions. Man, honorable mentions, as always, go out to... Honorable mentions! Honorable mentions go out to Hylian Legion. You guys are a small league, but you're a fierce league, all right? I've been watching you guys all season. Walking Warrior, you especially, a lot of you guys, that is a league that I'm talking about big time, where it's going to be a bummer that not all of you guys are going to go. It's going to be a bummer that a lot of these leagues all can't go into the championships. But it really gets me excited that we have so much cream that we have to now have like the cream of the cream rise to the top. And it's good. It's good stuff. Nick, what's your thoughts? What's your takeaway on this?
This has been a crazy season, and I think, the fact that we have so many leagues, we have just a nice spread of good players, like Alex was saying, and I cannot wait to see, what happens at the end of this season. It always plays out like just this crazy epic finish, and I'm already excited for next season, dude.
Whoa,
seriously, like. Yeah, I really want to see, I hope everybody comes back and we just have like an even bigger, more epic season next season too. And you know what? Everybody says it. Everybody says it. After the Gamer Gauntlet is over, everybody's like, when are we doing this again? Please sign me up. I need to know. So I'm already there. I'm like ready for it. But I know that we got to finish out the last couple games here. Next week, or this week rather, is Kinetica for PS2. Right?
Some good stuff. Yeah.
Human powered wipeout racing kind of game.
It's
sounds
messy.
pretty weird.
It was the 90s, man. High speed racers.
It was a strange time in American history.
It was weird.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
Cinderella story indeed.
I knew the Cinderella story.
Hey, you know what? Like I said, we have 4 weeks left?
I think it's
4 weeks left.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So Cinderella story is not out till the very last night of the very last week. All right. Like I said, all you need is one win. That's it. One win, and you get into the semifinals, and then you gotta play your heart out. You gotta play. Look at me, internet. You gotta play your heart out. All right. Yeah. Cause that doesn't get you into the finals, but damn it gives you a chance, Nick. Gives you a chance.
I love the semis.
I do too.
I'm gonna camp out for the semis before they happen, so I can be the first one there.
Well, I'll be there. I'm
gonna beat you.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. I'll be there setting up. I'll be the one who opens the door and lets you in.
I'll be like the guy who camps out for the thing that no one else is camping out for, but it's just because I love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff. Already kind of looking at the season though. Do you see any upsets? Are there any characters that are heading into the finals, heading into the Gamer Gauntlet, especially, not even so much the semifinals? Is there anybody that comes to mind that you're like, wow, didn't expect that person to be leading their league, or that person to be blah blah blah, anything like that?
I don't know if I want to name any names, but I sense an upset happening in the Vault Dwellers, because they had a very strong Mr. Sneaky Tiki the first half of the season or so, and you know what? I think that that's going to change. So I'm looking forward to that. I want you guys to prove me right.
Oh, all right? I'd love to make bets walking. Are you kidding me? I'm so glad you asked. Like, I do this every year. And
he's a betting man.
I love it. Oh, I love it, man. Well, if you guys were there for the pre-season party, I mean, one of our biggest games was brawl betting.
That was a lot of fun.
That's a lot of dang fun. In fact, we might even try to do something like that on here if we can somehow. Set up a brawl betting game via chat. That'd be cool. But yeah, so final 6. I have to crunch the numbers. It might actually be more than that. It might be actually closer to 8 in the championships.
Yeah.
I have to run the numbers because the formula works. Yeah, because the
One
formula.
from each league plus 3.
Yep, there it is. Nick got it. Nick with the math up top.
I'm so drunk I still do math.
Yeah, so the final 9. Well, let's walk through here. Let's open up our league of the week. I'd like to get some like to get some logos here. Okay, so
Here, let me grab the.
starting in the Vault Dwellers, let me pull up some stats here. Starting in the Vault Dwellers, I statistically like Mr. Sneaky Tiki.
Well, I think because I think it'd be. I don't even know if it's possible for anybody to beat him in wins right now.
I don't think it is
when it comes
either,
to the-
unfortunately. That doesn't mean that we still can't get, some other guys to really rack up some wins for the semifinals. But I agree. I believe Mr. Sneaky Tiki has that lockdown.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then kind of the same goes for Hylian too.
Is that
it?
just the name of the league now? It's not. Should we just start calling it the League of the Week as Josh Holbein? Yeah. Well, I mean, let's get the for sure's out of the way. We got
Hylian.
Yeah, we got Sneaky Tiki out of Vault Dwellers for sure. We got Walking Warrior out of Hylian. That's a for sure. We got Axe Factor 05 out of Brotherhood. That's a for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then when it comes to Foxhound, Blue Pirates, and Green Hills, that is more of a a what if factor.
So in Foxhound right now, we have Piss Bubbles with 4 wins, Chubby Cheese with 2 wins, Britta It with 1 win, and Kuzmo Jamblin with 1 win. So we have 4 games left. It could go any way. It could go any way.
Yeah, that is a league. That's a league with a very close spread. Can you see those numbers again?
Yeah, absolutely. Right there, far left.
Yeah. See, I mean, with 4 weeks left, they could all spread a win amongst them. But that's not answering your question. So we got 3 of the 6 leagues. I'm not gonna have to give it to. I'm gonna have to give it to Britta or Kuzmo Jamblin. Like you said before, I love a good underdog. And
Absolutely.
No offense to Piss Bubbles, he is a veteran in the Gamer Gauntlet series, and he always
He's been in
puts up some
Foxhound
solid
his
numbers.
entire Gamer
Yeah.
Gauntlet career. He's been in 2011,
Yeah.
2013, and 2014.
He always puts up some solid numbers. However, he is more of a semifinals man than a finals man. I almost have always seen him make it to the finals by going through the semifinals first. So this would be his first year straight. No, his second year going to the championships. But like I said, I feel like he doesn't have staying power to be on top. So I'm gonna give it to Britta It. Or no offense, I said no offense.
No, I know. No offense, you guys, but we hate
Britta It or Kuzma Jamblin because the closer the end of the season comes, the more tired players get, the more the low winning characters kind of get hungry because you're running out of time.
I'm still rooting for Piss Bubbles.
All right.
Kick it out of the park.
All right,
Kick
so
it
I
out
hope
of the
someone's
park.
writing this down, or me and Nick will have to go back and watch ourselves and figure that out.
So I got Green Hills here, and this is my league. These are my boys. All right, so we got Bo with 4 wins, Luigi Lad with 3 wins. I am the Eggman with 1 win. I think he changed his username, and then Smokes with 0 wins. So Smokes, you and me are like right there with each other. We got 0 wins for the season, but we could make something happen.
You do.
Because guess what?
Just gotta get one.
You could tie Bo, not the art of martial arts, but like you could tie with Bo if you get 4 wins. And then what do we do if they get the same amount of wins?
You have a playoff.
We have to have a playoff.
Yeah, if there's
to see
an
who gets into
interleague
the
tie for first,
championships.
you have to have a tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't count for a win, but it basically it just pushes you to the championship. So if you tie at 4 and you win the tiebreaker, then the guy who has 4 just goes into the semifinals with 4 wins.
Yeah, there you go. Also, I'd like to mention that we're getting all these stats from the brand new artificial intelligence that we implemented on the website. So if you go to the website, we actually have an AI program that helps you get stats and stuff. It's brand new. We just added it today. And so if you go check it out, it'll just pop up as soon as you get to our website, and it'll help you out with pretty much anything you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I checked it out today. It was pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. It's very helpful.
Yeah, so what's your vote for Green Hills?
Green Hills, I'm rooting for Luigi Lad. I want to see him win.
Yeah.
Mostly because I like Luigi, but
I
like him too.
It's a strong discussion between Bo and Luigi. I really do like everybody in that league. That is.
But I want to see Smokes get a win.
Oh
Just
yeah.
because I want to see myself get a win. We gotta like do an epic high five thing when we both get wins. All
But
right?
that's definitely
When
one
it
of those
happens.
leagues that I was talking about, where it's gonna suck to see at some point some of them go. You know, because I've just really enjoyed watching them.
We could have a crazy semifinals if everyone got one win.
Yeah.
Everyone would get to the semifinals, and then it would be huge. So.
Yeah. So then we have one last league. Would be
Which league was
Blue
that?
Pirates.
Blue Pirates.
Yeah.
Blue Pirates, you say?
Blue Pirates. Another awesome league. Another really well matched. I'm gonna go Curly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been a fan of him from the beginning. He's not. I believe he's leading right now, but he has not had like as dominating of a season. He's had to fight for most of his wins. There's a lot of really solid competition in that. You know, it's pretty much tied quite a bit with.
Well, everybody's got one win.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Oh yeah, one win with a 3-way tie with 2 wins. So there's a 3-way tie for first, and then some dude in second.
Crazy. So you're calling Curly for that one? Because
Yep.
I'm gonna call Herbalation. I think he's got.
He'd be my second choice.
Yep. There you go. So sock it to him, man.
Yeah. So walking, that's our power 6 right there. We differ on some, kind of agree on both. I would love to see some of mine come to fruition, some of my bets come to fruition. I would love to see me proved wrong, I guess, too, you know?
I just want to get a win this season, you guys. I really just need to get one win.
And I want you guys to know I was super sad that I couldn't play this year.
Yeah.
As much as I've been able to moderate and I've been like everybody's biggest fan on YouTube. I've been watching every league all year long. I'm there as much as I can be in spirit, and that's also why I'm really excited for the end of the season, because then I will be there in person. We'll be live casting.
Yeah.
We'll be live casting, so the Powerup will be coming to the Gamer Gauntlet. It's going to be off the hook.
From the championship.
So you guys better brush up on your interviewing, because we're going to be doing all kinds of crazy, like pulling you over here and putting on our announcer voices and saying, "Tell me, Mr. Nick Kramer, what do you think of that last match?"
You better look at that play again. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we threw the ball, we played the ball, we sportsed.
We did the thing. We won the points.
We sportsed really good.
We sports all the time, and this is no exception.
We sportsed harder than the other team sportsed, and that's why we won the touchdown. So
that's how you win Ninja Gaiden. Thank you.
So anyways, guys, thanks for joining us. We had a great turnout in chat tonight. I love chatting with you
Good
guys.
chatting.
I love it when you hang out. Please go to bed tonight thinking about the Mantis and deciding whether or not you like it, if you love it, if you want to take it into battle, and how it would stack up against the Strider from Titanfall 2. Like we said, next week I will be doing my counterpoint for the Strider. And Mr. Nick Kramer, I believe that concludes episode 8
I think so.
of the Powerup.
All right. Well, it's been fun hanging out with the guys in the chat and doing the Ocho with everybody.
Yep,
It's
big one.
You know what? We've been doing this for a while now. 8 episodes. That's pretty cool,
Yeah.
and it feels really good. And I just want to keep it going. So we're gonna see
Our
you guys.
our Powerup can now totally walk and is most likely potty trained.
Most likely, it's
Yeah.
learning a couple words like
Like effervescent.
like. It's just learning how to Super Saiyan or something.
So there you go. So this has been the Powerup. I'm your host, Alex, and this, of course, is
Nick.
We want to thank the female orgasm, and viewers like you for making this podcast possible. You guys have a good week, and we will see you in the next level.
Later.